which of the ministries or which of the ministers could you identify with in the performance? Because the performance of the ministers actually reflects the performance of the president, because as it is said, the buck stops on his table. So which of the ministers or the ministries would you say this administration is trying or is doing something meaningful, or must have reflected some form of efficiency and effectiveness in policy implementation and in development in the country, that we hope to see more in the second administration?
You see, rather than looking at ministries, I am looking at parastatals. Okay? Parastatals. Yes, those parastatals are within some ministries. All right?
Okay.
I wouldn't want to pick ministry, because if I take ministries in totality, their ineffectiveness has rubbed off the effectiveness of some parastatals. Let's say, for instance, JAMB.
Minister of Education.
JAMB, under education. See how much money JAMB is now making for the country. But Ministry of Education in its entirety, to what extent has it been able to improve the standard of education? ASU was on strike for how many months? Go to our secondary schools. In those days, when I was in the secondary school, we used to have a very vibrant laboratory everywhere. But what do we have now? Universities and all that. Okay, let's go to customs. See how much money is coming in from customs. Okay? But this money that is coming from customs, to what extent have we been able to manage that money? Look at Fowler. Fowler's
Federal Inland Revenue
Federal Inland Revenue. See how much money is coming in. Even those that have been evading tax before, see how they put pressure on them. Even those that are even abroad. Okay? But another question is this. Ministry of Finance, to what extent have they been able, with other parastatals, to affect people's life? Do you understand? So those are the issues. Look at power. We are made to understand that they are generating much.
Just a moment.
But how about distribution?
So we can tell our guests, listeners, to call into the program. Now we are going to open the phone lines for our viewers to call in and give your perspective on Buhari's next administration, his next 4 years, which is going to be inaugurated in May 29, and what you expect from Mr. President, the changes you want to see in any of the ministries, departments, and agencies. And we'll be expecting your call. Yes, back to Mr. Dayo.
Yeah. Do you understand? Look at power. They are telling us that the Gencos are generating enough power to the extent that they are even planning, or rather they are even exporting some. But how about the distribution? Nothing concerns me about generation. It is distribution that affects me. In my area, since last night now till I decided to leave the house for this place, no lights. I couldn't charge my phones. You can see that one of my phones is on your charging whatever there. I mean, so how do you want me to give them a good scorecard